Hello, everyone. We are live. Let me shut off this beautiful music here. Oh, I love this song so much. Woo! Hello, everyone. How are you guys? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, Instagram. Remember, if you are there, please come to my YouTube because that is where everything will be. But hello, everyone. How are you guys? I felt the call today to do a live. I've been more so in the hermit mode for this past week, especially with the holidays, with Christmas and all of that stuff. I was really just internal, the ebbs and flows of energy. But now it's really time. It's go time, baby. It's time to truly just be my authentic self, expand my voice, expand my energy, and help those who need to hear this. So here I am today on the 1st of beautiful 2021, this golden age of Aquarius. It is here. But you guys, before we get into all of that, I just wanted to tell you guys that this live is going to be dedicated specifically to you guys. So I want to interact with you guys. I want so much engagement. Any and every question you have, anything that you could think of about your awakening or about spirituality or about space or anything you want to know, please, by all means, go ahead and leave me a comment. I would love to answer any and all of your questions. But how is everyone? If you guys would like, please share where you guys are from, where you guys are tuning in. I love to really connect these grids, interconnect these grids even more, especially when we see each other, when we know where we're connecting from, seeing where we're activating and upgrading our DNA, upgrading our consciousness and expanding. And that's what it's truly all about with this new 5D, right? We're all about hearing, what is this 5D? 5D? Well, I'm here to tell you guys, there is so much great stuff happening, but also lots and lots of great stuff that we need to learn and rediscover about ourselves. So with that being said, this is a huge Q&A. I would love to hear any and everything you guys have to say. And seriously, like, how was the holidays? How was the energies? How was your guys' 12/21? Whoa, that December 21st portal that all of us spiritual leaders and healers and people who talk on social media, influencers, we're talking about this great shift, this great awakening. But seriously, and here's the thing, with all of these pivotal moments in history and these 11/11 and the 2/2/2 and the Lionsgate portal and this galactic portal and then the equinox and the solstice and all of these great planetary alignments that are happening, it really depends on your personal frequency, your personal reality, and what you are going through, what vibrational frequency you're at for you to experience like this greatness that we're all talking about. Or it could truly be, honestly, some people's 12/21 could have been the most biggest smack in the face. But here's the thing, you guys, when you go through your awakening, it all becomes awareness. You become aware of everything. You become aware of your good experiences. You become aware of your bad experiences. But here's the thing, when you have awareness, you begin to realize these bad experiences are really just lessons. They're really just teachers. And it's really important to stay in gratitude when we have these bad experiences, because you should be very grateful that it happened now and not later in a bigger or grander situation. So that's a lot of what I'm going to be speaking about. And this whole spiritual awakening is so crazy. And it's all dependent on everyone. Anyone and everyone is on their own mission and path. But what's the greatest thing to me about social media and this divine algorithm is how star seeds and light workers can unite from all around the world on this planet at any given moment in time, just by a live, just by a gathering, just by a Zoom call. And it's really important to, give this to yourself, to give this of service, because eventually this will be of service. By you working on yourself, by you working on your own awakening, working on opening up your heart And rediscovering yourself truly is being a huge service to everyone in humanity and to this whole great awakening. And so what I wanted to share with you guys is some really cool stuff. So as we go into this 2021 year, this beautiful happy new year, this is a year of a lot of stuff. But before we get into this, you guys have to understand that we are in a huge manifestation portal. What that means is, you guys, is with the planetary alignments, with Earth going through her vibrational frequency shifts, the veils are so thin and the portals are open for our true and deepest manifestations to finally come to the physical form. That may be a lot for you guys, but it's really time to understand manifestation portal is here and it is totally here to stay. Okay, so what you guys can do with this manifestation portal is very simple. Here's the thing, you guys. As we go through the awakening, you're going to start to realize these practical, simplistic, ritualistic tools and meditations and visualizations. They're so simple yet so powerful when you're able to truly understand and utilize them when you begin to really tap into your energy. Like, for instance, before we go into how we can manifest, you have to understand that you are always shifting in vibration, like the water. Okay, let's think of our consciousness as water. It's never stagnant. It's always moving. So it can always be up or down, and we can always change it. But here's the thing, you guys, is that with that being said, we have to remember with our awareness that when our consciousness is like this, we are in control of our waters. We can create a tsunami or we can create the calming waters, but you have to become aware of it. When you become aware of your energy, then you can go ahead and begin to manifest. When you begin to manifest, that's truly communication with the universe. So when we talk about manifestation, we're manifesting all the time. As we speak, we're manifesting all the time because of our thoughts, of how we're feeling, how we're treating ourselves, our actions, what we're thinking, what we're feeling, all of these things. We're always manifesting every single moment of the day. You just don't think you're manifesting because it's not what you want. So become aware of that. That's step one. But even before step one, there's a zero. You're at a 0 point before you go to 1, 2, 3, 4. At the 0 point before you start your manifestation, you have to understand that you are always manifesting at every single moment. So what frequency are you at? What type of future do you want to manifest for yourself? Because now that we, this earth, our beautiful Mother Earth, is going into this higher realm, this higher frequency of this 5D, that means us humans are trying to evolutionize and trying to raise our frequency just like Mother Earth. But we cannot do that unless we go in with ourselves and also too through community. Honestly, like by you coming to this live, or by you coming to a community event, or by you tuning into an influencer that you just feel drawn to hear that message of the day, or that message from your higher self, or that Aries sun reading. Whatever it is, know that your guides are always trying to communicate with you, always, now more than ever. So with that being said, we understand in that step 0, we're always manifesting, okay? Now, step 1 is to think about, what is it specifically that I want to manifest? What is it that I want to manifest? I want to just be free. Okay, that's great, but you want to be more specific with yourself. And when I say be specific with yourself, it's really important, you guys. Write down your stuff. I always get downloads coming through, and I always have random pieces of paper always with me, because these downloads are here. They're up in my crown chakra. But with manifestation, you guys, It needs to come through all of your primary body chakras, the 7 chakras, right? So at the crown is where we begin to create the imagination, the ideas begin to come. So that's where the step 1 of manifestation starts, is what do I want to manifest? What specifically do I want to manifest? Okay, let's write this down specifically. Whatever it is. I want to have land in Montana, and I want to have 100 acres. And the reason why I want to do this is to help and build my community, help a community and a healing center for these murdered and missing Indigenous women, and helping bring awareness to communities around, local people, to help bring more awareness and to help more of these people. Okay, that's specific. I need to write this down. That's step 1 of the manifestation, is bringing it into the physical form. Okay, so we have these ideas, star seeds, light workers. We have all these beautiful dreams. But even if you're not that specific, see, boom, right away, I knew specific of my dream. I knew specific of what my future is, right? If you're not there yet, which is absolutely fine, and why I'm here to share my experience, is for you now, starseed and light worker, dear one, to begin that step 1 process. Everyone begins at step 0. Okay, doesn't just begin at step 1. We have to become aware of where we are at in order to get to step 1, right? So a lot of us people who are watching this right now, a lot of the humanity, a lot of the light worker starseed community right now is still in that phase of getting those gears running in the chakra, the crown chakra of, what is my dream? As a starseed, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing here? Okay, these are really, really important questions. And I want you to ask yourself this, okay? I want you to ask yourself this. Why was I put onto planet Earth? Very simple, and then you can go ahead and subdivision it of like, how come I'm on planet Earth here right now during this time? Or how come I'm on planet Earth as a woman? How come I'm on planet Earth as an Indigenous woman right now? How come I'm on planet Earth as an Indigenous woman in Montana right now? Then it becomes very specific. But we always have to just think of the awareness. I want you guys to think with your question as we get into 2021 right now, as we are navigating through 2021 and the spiritual awakening. I want you guys to think 2 questions specifically. What is it, or why am I here on planet Earth? Okay. And if more specific questions come up, go ahead, write them down. And next, I want you to ask yourself, what is my dream? What is like my life purpose even? Those 2 could be different, but remember that they connect. So the first question I asked was, why am I here on planet Earth? Because that question connects to your dream that you want to create. So it's very important, starseed light workers. We are in a huge manifestation portal right now. The ideas begin in the crown chakra, but we need to bring it down to Mother Earth, to the physical, to the financial security of it, to the security aspect, to the community aspect. That's the root. The birthing of the creation is the root, you guys. So that means we have to write it down. Let's bring it into the physical. Another way of helping this manifestation come more into your path is to write this down, okay? So now that we've written this down, now you have to think, what actions is it that I need to take in this manifestation portal? What do I need to do in order to manifest this, okay? Even have a timeline. It doesn't have to be too specific, be broad, but you want to give yourself time of how you want to do this and manifest this, right? Now have some water and look at these comments. Hello, Tina. Happy New Year. Hello, Cassie. Hello, Ryan. Cassie had a beautiful and amazing question that I want to get to right now. Hello, William. How are you? Dina, Karen, my beautiful sisters. Hello, Andrew. Awesome. Yes, buenas noches. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so beautiful Cassie Wade, my digital marketer. Let's talk about this for a second. So as 2021 came, I have expanded my team and my business even more. I haven't even announced it, but I'm announcing it here. And I have hired a beautiful, beautiful soul sister of mine that the universe and my spirit team was just like, it is time for you to step into this part of your business, part of your awakening, part of your mission, and to add this beautiful soul unto my staff, unto my team. And so I have this beautiful Cassie Wade, who is my digital marketer, and she's helping me with just helping me expand my community and helping get more of us Starseed Light workers together and to get these messages to everyone who resonates with this. Because so much of us are waking up right now with this great awakening. It is more important now than ever to think about the mission, to start creating the mission. Okay, we're going to be in a huge abundance wave of abundance. And trust me, guys, if you guys know me, you guys better watch out. There's lots of abundance coming your way and my way and everyone's way, as long as we're all sticking together and in this community. So beautiful Cassie Wade had this question. She had a question. It was on my Facebook. I asked any of my Facebook people, friends and family, if they have any questions at all, please reach out to me on my YouTube for Spiritual Awakening, anything that you have going on. And she wants to know about astral projection. And so that's great. I love it. And so for a lot of people who are just beginning to awakening, there is a term that is used, esoteric term, new age term called astral projection, right? And one thing I want to tell you guys is as you begin to go through ascension, it goes infinite and beyond. You have to really open the mind into what this body, the soul can truly do and what it's only going to do more and more in the future of what we hold. I mean, you guys have heard about med beds and curing cancer just like that. Technologies, advanced technologies is coming very soon. You guys have heard me talk about Trump being a time traveler. All of these crazy quantum ideas that I'm throwing out are becoming more physical and more evidence is coming through and more truth is becoming exposed to the collective. So with that being said, astral projection is basically, you guys, when you close your eyes and you have your intuition and you have your lights on, okay? You have your TV reception. When you close your eyes, you have your TV screen, right? And that's your third eye, that's your intuition. And you can just project anything you want, okay? So a lot of people will see this astral projection. I'm going to explain astral projection in this way, in a very broad way, where it basically means that your intuition is able to travel to different dimensions, okay? Different times, and different locations, different areas, astral realm. It's not just the astral realm, the etheric realm, okay? And then it goes even higher. Everything, it goes higher and higher and higher than we could even think. But the astral realm is the base layer, is even where we're at, the 4D, 4D, 3D is even, is the astral plane. But the astral projection is not limited to the astral plane. Astral projection also means going beyond, even saying even like talking to your higher self or seeing what your higher self looks like or seeing your golden wings. That's astral projecting. But it doesn't have to be called that. But that is how I want to explain it, because I know a lot of people are wondering of what is astral projection. And so that is truly what it is that your consciousness, the intuition, the third eye can travel to any channel, any reception location, okay, with your TV receptor. So I close my eye, right? I close my eyes. I close my physical eyes, but my third eye becomes open because now I see a blank screen, right? So that blank screen is a TV reception, but now I can go anywhere because the infinite mind, because I'm able to travel. I've gone through my awakening and I'm going through my ascension and I'm beginning to rediscover my true infinite self. So a lot of us may be on that path and some of us are just barely beginning, and that's okay. So at a beginner's level, let's just go ahead and close our eyes and we just see blank, right? But I want you guys to just go ahead and just take a deep breath now. Like get into your body. Like feel your consciousness get into your body. And you should feel an energetic vibrational shift when that happens. So if your eyes are closed and you just drop into your body, okay, now I want you to locate your consciousness into the center of your being, which is your heart. Okay, you're at your heart space. When you feel you're at the balanced center of your being, I want you to now expand that light with your breath. Everyone is on a different pace, okay? People can get there instantly. Sometimes it takes people a couple minutes, but this is just for the beginners. And I want to make sure that when I'm speaking, I want to share in a sense of people who are just learning about spirituality. So, it could take a couple minutes for you to get balanced, but to feel and see, then you begin to see, oh, okay, you understand now. When your heart is open and activated, when your TV receptor, your TV screen, you begin to see your heart light. A huge cool thing that I want you guys to watch is this movie called Soul on Disney Plus, okay? Go to Disney Plus. I know all of you guys have it, and I want you guys to watch that movie Soul. Soul is a great movie for anyone and everyone. Anyone, children, adults, spiritual gurus, or people who are just learning about spirituality. I got the chills the first time I watched that movie, you guys. Cried my eyes out, and so much truth in that movie. It's called Soul, okay? So it talks about life after death. And even like that in between stages, and even talk like you learn about memories and how a soul is created. And so that's really interesting to think about, you guys, that Disney is even making a movie about soul and all of these different esoteric and non-physical realm information that is now becoming mainstream. So it's really important to think that, oh man, maybe it is important that I begin to wake up. Maybe it is important that I begin to now ascend more and walk more in my path and share more on my YouTube, or share more of my truth, whether you're a blogger or a dancer or an actor or whatever it is. We have social media platforms. We have these digital platforms now that can communicate and that can interconnect all of us together. And as we go through this new age of Aquarius and this 5D, in order for us to truly be in this like unconditional love frequency, the 5D, it takes every single one of us to activate our light. But within us is to build our traction of our community. So by me, in the past couple years of my spiritual awakening, I've been sharing and documenting my experiences along the way. And along the way, I have been meeting my soul family. I have becoming more in contact with my soul family. I'm becoming more in clarity with my mission, with why I'm supposed to be here on earth. And really, truly, it is about waking up the other star seeds and light workers who need to be waking up too, who need to be knowing what is the mission and being specific. So it all ties back to this really important and potent manifestation portal that is here, you guys. So remember, in the crown chakra is where the ideas and the creations begin, but in the root is where the creation is birthed into the physical realm, Mother Earth, right? So let me look at these comments. Oh, Cassie, you can do it right now if you wanted to. Absolutely. Yeah, let's do it right now. Why don't we just do that? That's what I was telling people, when we go into the heart and we see it, right? Let's do that right now. It is super interesting. And she said she would love to astral project someday, but why not do it right now? I think we should totally do it right now. Do you think the whole reason we sleep is because we were always meant to astral project? Ooh, that is a really great question. That I honestly have no true answer, but I do think that the whole reason we sleep is because we were always meant to astral project. The whole reason I feel that we are supposed to be, that we sleep, is because just like with the 7 chakras, okay, we have basic chakras, we have 7 chakras, right? But we have more. We have 114 chakras, but we are only known of the 7 primary body chakras. And so sleep, Cassie, I think pertains to the density of the human vibration that we are. So the more that humanity begins to activate their crystalline DNA, I believe sleeping will be less utilized, and also food. The more that your vibration and your frequency rises, the less food you need to eat. There's actual human beings walking this planet who are breatharians right now. So it wouldn't surprise me if there was humans walking around who didn't really sleep that much or didn't need that full 6 to 8 hours of sleep, or where they say you need to eat 3 meals a day, or you need to eat 2,000 calories a day, right? That's all one size fits all. But as we go into this new earth, we begin to realize it is about the rediscovery of the self and the uniqueness of the self, and really the cultivation and the growth and expansion for the love of each unique individual soul. And that's another great thing too, you guys, is as we go through this year of self-mastery, that number 33, 33, the master number, is what I think of. We begin to really create our strong foundations of who we truly are. It is now time for us light workers and starseeds to begin to realize that each soul is our own unique identification code, our own unique identification signature, our energetic signature. We have our own divine blueprints. Our physical DNA is the exact connection and bond to your energetic signature, to your soul recognition, to your soul identification. So it goes high, 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 rise. And this is things that I'm starting to learn within my own ascension, within my own awakening. And so as I begin to awaken and learn more about this information, it is only of me being of service to share all of this information that I have learned and that has shifted me and my experiences. And so a lot of us, again, are going through this great awakening. And for some of us who are not just going through the awakening, but going through ascension, it is really, really time for those of us who are going through ascension to lean on our community, lean on our virtual community, lean on our force team, lean on our soul family, the soul tribe. And the soul tribe, you guys, is people that the universe brings to you, that divine algorithm, through social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. Remember, the universe is always communicating with us. Very, very, very important. And I wanted to also go over what the age of Aquarius, right? We always hear this age of Aquarius. I want to give a little bit of an explanation for what it means of what is this golden age of Aquarius? I keep hearing this all the time. And so what that is, you guys, okay, so we go through cycles. Earth goes through these cycles. Humanity goes through these cycles of evolution, right? And so we have it connected through the planets and, the zodiac sign. And so the last age that we were in was the Piscean age. And that was the time when Jesus, 0 to 2000, what was it? Well, 2020, right? To 2020. So the Piscean age was what we were in. And so that was really like the ending of what all of us light workers really came here for, that divine intervention came here for, is to help with that intervention of the dark taking over Earth. And so with that being said, the light workers and the starseeds, it's inevitable for the light to be activated, for the light to begin to expand and open, and for all of us humans to begin to raise our vibrational frequency. And as we begin to raise our vibrational frequency, guys, don't think it's just meaning like, oh, my body's just high and I'm always happy all the time. It means that your whole life, your whole reality, everything is shifted and changed. That could mean like your location, the people that you're hanging around, your job, the amount of money you make, the types of discoveries you make, the type of service you are to people. One thing I wanted to, talk about was that I wrote something on Facebook today. I challenge you to do one random act of kindness today. That's it. And it's late today, so tomorrow I want you guys to think of this, to remember this. If you were to get anything out of this live, I want you to think of this and remember that Starseed challenged you. Watching this Lightworker Starseed, you were challenged to do one random act of kindness to a stranger or to anyone. Whatever you feel. It could be very big or it could be very small. But remember that challenge, okay? And so I wanted to really just address very lightly about that age of Aquarius, because this is a time of the golden age where, the advanced technologies are coming back. Reconnection with intelligence and higher light formations is going to become more physical and more mainstream now more than ever. And it's only going to begin to fully permeable, transform everything, you guys. So love. Yes, you are ascending, sweet soul. Ryan, let's see. True, I rarely eat. Sometimes just drink water all the time. Even my son, it's just like, I was always programmed, my Islander family, there was like, eat, always eat. You're so skinny, well, you need to eat more. And so I kind of put that on my son, but it's like, no, my son does not need all of this density I'm putting inside of him. He's such a light vibration that he's always so up and at him. And so really food is just needed for when you feel, intuitively eat, intuitively do everything with life, because everything that we were taught was truly not the truth. Because when we came onto this planet, okay, everything was a complete lie. And that's why you are the first to wake up out of your family, out of all of your friends. And that's why you're watching this right now, is because you are a very courageous and brave soul to go ahead and wake up and be the leader for your community and all of your people, your friends and family. What if your zodiac is, Pisces? What if? What do you mean, RO? Please be a little bit more specific. Pisces, that is your zodiac sign. That could be your sun sign. But remember, we don't just have sun signs. We have our sun sign, we have our moon sign, and we have our rising. And so our sun sign is our personality based on our date of birth. For me, I'm a true Aries. I'm born April 1st. No cusp, because I'm born right smack down in the middle of the Aries season. And so I'm Aries, and then my moon is Libra, and my rising, my moon is Sagittarius, my rising is Libra. So fire, air. So RO, Pisces could be your sun, but I would really love for you to find out, your rising and your moon. Because your rising is truly how you interact with people, okay? Your moon is your emotions. So the zodiac sign of your moon is basically how your emotions are. So the sun sign, like I'm an Aries, I'm very headstrong, very masculine, but feminine. I get things done. I'm very direct. You can hear in my voice. I'm I very projected. I'm very stern, very headstrong. So that is your personality. Okay, so look into that. Okay, I mean, because we left the age of Pisces, so does Pisces lose something? No, absolutely not. It just means that the energy of that timeline, the long timeline of that 2,000 years, was the energy of Pisces. And so now we are heading into the energy of Aquarius. So I highly recommend and invite everyone to research characteristics of Aquarius, because each characteristic that you see is going to resonate with each person that looks for it, because there's a reason why you're going to see the characteristics of Aquarius for this new collective timeline. And so it's really important you guys look at that. I really invite you to, because any astrological person can say it means this and this and this, But truly, based on your DNA, it's important for you to look at what truly Aquarius personalities that you need to hear. You know what I mean? Karen, yes, sis, we are the leaders of our family. We have a mission to accomplish. Absolutely. I mean, to this day, I've had so much success ever in my life happen in 2020. And still to this day, my own mother has not ever said once, like, congratulations, or wow, you're so great, or good job at all, you know? And so I don't take it personally. It's just because I understand what path that she has taken and the path that I have taken. And because I'm transforming so much and I know that my purpose is so big, something like that so small could not bother me. You know, when your light is so activated and there's so much light and unconditional love, when it comes to unconditional love, there's understanding, there's forgiveness, there's compassion. So you begin to understand why people are angry, or you begin to understand why people do certain things. And then you begin to understand that you don't take it personal. You know, don't take it personal if you are the first and the only one, or you get isolated from your family. It's absolutely okay. You should take that as a compliment, Starseed, because that truly means that you are a brave, courageous leader leading into this new age of Aquarius, leading into this great awakening. Yeah. Aquarius is the main character this year. Absolutely, yes. All right, you guys. So, awakening, ascension, and what Earth is for humanity. This was fun. You know, honestly, when I go on live, sometimes I'm just like, Spirit, what do you want me to share? What is it that I need to talk about? And then I just get these keywords. And then I'm like, okay, keywords, all right. And then I freak out because it's like, well, I haven't got an outline. You haven't given me bullet points and all that stuff. But truly, all I need is just a keywords, and then the channeling begins, right? And so what I wanted to talk about here is that the awakening and the ascension, they're two things, but they connect. It's like yin and yang. It's like night and day, and negative, positive, you know, Mother Earth and space. They are so connected to each other, but yet they're different, you know, male, woman, divine feminine, divine masculine. So the awakening is the first steps, you know, the first step of ascension. Truly, the first step of ascension is actually awakening. And so when you begin to awaken, that's step one. Okay, awakening is always rude. And remember, sometimes for most people, it's a series of events that a spiritual awakening happens for some people. It could be, I know for one of my sweet soul sisters, it was her mother dying, you know, passing away. Sometimes it's a loved one passing away, or a very traumatic event happening for you in order to spiritually awaken. Because your soul, here's the thing, you have the soul since the beginning of birth, but your soul will begin to nudge you, will begin to nudge your body and your reality, and then your psychological mind systems, your operation systems begin to get nudged as like, oh, maybe what I'm doing isn't right. You know, this whole thing, or maybe everything I'm doing is a lie, or why am I working this job, or why am I with the person that I'm with, or all of these different things, right? You begin to awaken. You begin to wake up from your old life. And that's what everyone is going through. And the soul, remember that Disney movie Soul that I'm talking to you guys about? That one, you guys want to watch. I'm telling you guys, because it talks about this guy who's just at the computer, and then he drops down into his body. The soul drops down into his body, and then his lights flash on. And he goes, and then he flips everything. And goes, oh, what am I doing with my life? And then he's like, I'm free. And then he like goes and he like does a little party dance and stuff like that. And everyone is looking at him like, what the heck is going on with that guy? But that's the thing, is the spiritual awakening. Okay, that kind of romanticized it and made it look like it's like all fine and dandy. But before you get to that activation of light, there is the dark night of the soul. There is those really negative and dark things and dark events that happen, because it's your soul nudging you to let you know, hey, some things need to change. So when you have awakening, okay, you have awareness. When that soul nudges you, that gives you awareness, you guys. When you have that awareness and you begin to do that shift, right? Some of you become vegan. You guys think about, oh, what am I feeding my body? Then you do a shift, okay? When you begin to actually make physical actions, you're manifesting your awakening. You begin to go through the ascension. Okay. Awakening too is awakening to the darkness, awakening to the truth, awakening to what this planet truly is, or the governments, the corporations, the media, the big pharmaceuticals, the food industry, everything, the movie industry, everything. The over sexualization of women, all the agendas, exploitation, all that stuff. Okay. When you begin to awaken and you go down those rabbit holes, that's part of the awakening too. Awakening is rude, you guys. Okay, think about it. When you wake up in the morning, do you wake up all beautiful like Sleeping Beauty, or do you wake up with crust in your eyes and you're like, oh, I need some water? Like, it's not pretty. The awakening is not pretty. And truly, when your soul begins to awaken and you have a spiritual awakening, it is not pretty. Nope. And so ascension occurs simultaneously, but you have to begin to build the traction of your awakening. And I don't mean you have to begin. It's just that it's inevitable. It will happen. It's just like the process of birth. Like, you don't tell a woman how to make a baby. She just makes it, right? So it's just like ascension is like an awakening. When the awakening occurs, it will build traction. And when that traction's being built, then the ascension comes along and you guys begin to have a beautiful little dance of awakening and ascension, awakening and ascension. And it's beautiful for some people, okay? And most times for the Starseed Light workers, it's a beautiful journey. But we're always going to have those ups and downs because, you guys, the ebbs and flows, that is how energy goes, right? And so it's all about, in the spiritual journey, of just embracing it, surrendering it with more love, more compassion, and trust me, so much more greatness is going to come. Okay, let me talk a little bit about my spiritual awakening for a bit. I don't want to get too in depth, but have a little timeline of your understanding of me, okay? 4 to 5 years ago. No. 5 years ago, 6 years ago was when I had my spiritual awakening. And then it really began to take a catapult 2 to 3 years ago. And then just within this last year was when my ascension really began to kick in. So you guys, be patient with yourselves. All of this information that I have and all this information I can just tap into just like that, it takes time. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to be a vegan and you have to meditate 60 minutes a day and you have to do this, and that. But what you do have to do is begin to go through your awakening process. Everyone's different, okay? There's some people who need to be vegan. There's some people who need to eat meat. And me being in Montana, I crave the life force energy within this game, this wildlife animals. It brings me back to my past life, and I definitely know I have a time connection to hunting and gathering and all of those things, because that's connected to my mission. That's connected to my healing centers and teaching humanity again of how to live off the land, because the city never taught you how to grow a garden. They never taught you how to skin a squirrel or skin a rabbit or feed your family, or to make a hut, or to know how to build, or understand how to well water, or even how to get water. These are all basic things that we were in school, and how come that no one taught us these basic things, right? And so it's all about coming back to community, coming back to self-sustainability, coming back to just this new way of life, but old way of life, and that co-mingling and that beautiful dance with each other, right? Just like with the awakening and the ascension. And so with Earth, what is Earth for humanity? Oof, this is so huge, you guys. Because if you think about universe, right? We have the universe. We want to communicate with the universe. But we also have university. So think about that. We have the universe and we have university. Ooh, I love that. Think about that. Let that marinate, let that integrate. So you have to understand Earth. When the soul drops down to Earth, it came to learn spiritual lessons, okay? Earth is a school. because the universe is a university. Okay? The galaxy and the universe is a university. It is all about the learning and the evolution and the ascension of the soul. And so now more than ever, Starseed Lightworker, it is important for this, the ascension, the awakening and ascension, to be the number one priority for what you are doing on earth, for what is your purpose, for your dream. Because I'm telling you, when you are in alignment with your divine blueprint, everything just goes just like that. 0 to a million. Okay. I haven't gotten 0 to a million, but I'm definitely going 0 to definitely thousands. And that's great, right? Because I am in alignment with my divine blueprint. And because I understand that, because I'm aware of what is my divine blueprint, cryptocurrency, helping people evolve, the ascension, helping people learn, okay? That's all part of my divine blueprint. When I am walking, when I'm in alignment with my divine blueprint, then boom, abundance, everything that I've ever dreamed of begins to just fall into place, okay? And so that's so important, you guys, to understand that Earth is a spiritual school. And when your soul drops down, okay, all of these experiences are going to be lessons and teachers for you and what you need to learn in this spiritual school, in this university of the universe, right? And okay, so I already talked about discover your divine blueprint, right? Part of the awakening is beginning to think about, what is it that I even think of could be my divine blueprint? And you begin to see words, just words flash, healer, or being of service, or community, or anything, space, or technology, or education, or social justice, whatever it is. Understand that those key words were given to you because your intuition, your third eye, gave you that message. Because remember, the universe is always communicating with you. Always, always, always. Even when you're on your phone and you're on your feet. Sometimes the divine algorithm takes place. The divine intervention of the divine algorithm takes place. And then boom, it's like, who is this starseed? I've never seen her before, but oh my gosh, I got to listen. These messages are great. Divine algorithm, right? That's why you're here listening to this, right? And so that's the thing, is you have to just begin to be open your heart to the universe, open your heart to these messages, open your heart to communicate back, because we're in a huge manifestation portal, you guys. Very, very important. So when you are in alignment with your divine blueprint, then that manifestation just opens wide for you. It opens its case, its treasure case, and is like, what you want? We got all different kinds, girlfriend. Pick and choose, right? Oh my gosh. All right. Let's check out these comments. I'm going to end my live soon, you guys. But before I do, I have a very special announcement for this live that I wanted to share with you guys, because it's something that I've been working on for a long time, and Spirit's been telling me it is almost time, you guys. Let me check on these comments here. Beautiful RO, your wife is an Aquarius. Awesome. Our evolution can trigger our loved ones 100%. And here's the thing, Karen, is it's only going to trigger them before they actually start to see the light and the truth. Because the triggers that they see in us is their false projection still. Remember, if any negativity happens around you, it is always still connected to that person who is portraying and perceiving this, okay? Who's perceiving you as the bad guy. And it's happened with me with all of my family on both sides for years now. And I'm totally okay with that. But now a lot of my family is starting to come slowly, individually, one by one. And cryptocurrency was another great, huge reason of how my family began to really see, like, whoa, she maybe she is doing something good. Because guess what? I was in alignment with my divine blueprint. It was something that came to me, and I followed my heart and I took action. And then boom, so much abundance came from that, and is still coming and continues. And let's see, Cassie, Libra sun, rising Virgo, Taurus moon. Beautiful. I love that you know that. And so while we're going through our spiritual awakening, it's super important to know those basic things about us, because the awakening is the rediscovery of self. When you know those three things, you get to understand yourself more. Like, you want to know what is your personality? What is your emotions personality like? Those are all very important things to know about yourself in order to rediscover yourself and your infinite self even more, right? Absolutely. For me, awakening is a sequence of events. It's just not one thing, one time. It's a process and lots of self-love. 100%, Karen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Talk about the dark night of the soul if you can. What is it? Interesting. Okay. So the dark night of the soul, you guys, is just like, again, the ebbs and flow of energy, right? Okay, the ebbs and flow of energy. When you're going through the awakening, you also simultaneously go through the dark night of the soul. So for some people, most people, and honestly, all the people that I know, when they go through the awakening, it's a rude awakening. So the rude awakening alone is a dark night of the soul. But also, too, when we go through ascension, there's also dark nights of the soul, because we begin to get catapulted into the next part of our reality or our next chapter in life. So before that light can occur, we need to be in the darkness, into our shadows. And so, this dark night of the soul that we talk about, it can be a series of events that are really horrible, negative things happening to you in your life personally. But remember, in these dark nights of the soul, you are dancing in your shadows. So that means when you're going through your awakening, you have to see, okay, I'm going through a dark night of the soul. What is this teacher here? What do I need to learn? What is this dark night of the soul teaching me? Okay. Then that also means, what is my shadow teaching me? During these moments of the dark night of the soul, during these times of struggle, during these times where I didn't have enough, or when I thought I didn't have enough. It's always when I thought I didn't have enough. You always have enough. But that thought of when I didn't have enough, right? Those are the dark nights of the soul, when you have to think about, what is that shadow teaching me? Where am I limiting myself? Okay, and you have to just be specific. And I want you to think about that and let that marinate, let that integrate. When you go back into these dark night of the soul, and then you see your dark shadow self, or you see yourself like this, and you're psychically, intuition, you can see yourself in the shadow like that. Ask yourself, have a conversation with that shadow self and say, what is it that you put yourself in this situation for? Because the dark really only is trying to get to the light, trying to understand its light. That's only why it's hiding in the shadow. So the dark night of the soul is always a teacher, RO, okay? But it's also necessary and it's needed. There's going to be times where you're going to be going through the ebbs and flow, the awakening really, really high, and then the dark night of the soul. But it's not going to be like that forever. The more that you begin to stabilize your energy and begin to understand yourself more, the less of the dark nights of the soul you have to go through. But dark nights of the soul are definitely inevitable, and definitely something to just surrender and just unconditionally love on yourself, and to just know, like, hey, I understand, there's this freaking typhoon coming. There's nothing you can do about it, but just have your things prepared, have shelter, and make sure that you can just know that you'll be all right during the storm, but understanding that the storm will pass. Understanding also there's chaos before order. And that's what the dark night of the soul brings, you guys. That dark night of the soul will bring that beautiful dawn, just like the dawn of the golden age, just like that great awakening, that great solar flash, right? There's so much light that is being activated, confirmation, fireworks going off, but there's so much light that is being activated inside of you. So when you do have that dark night of the soul, just know that's confirmation. You're going on your right steps. You're doing the right things. Because if life was easy, you're not doing the awakening. The awakening, no. If things are just like, oh, beautiful light and love and unicorns and shitting rainbows, that's not real true awakening, spiritual awakening. There's a lot of false light leaders talking about love and light and twerking your way through your awakening. No, absolutely not. No, dark nights of the soul are definitely inevitable. So I hope that helped you, RO. Let's see, Muhammad, what can we do to attract or manifest our soul tribe or soul family? Well, my advice to that, Muhammad, is the way that you can attract them is just by being authentically you. Okay. And I know some of us are placed in locations where there's no one spiritual around us, or there's no one awakening like us, and all we have is the internet. Well, now is your time to unapologetically and authentically be yourself through social media. Just like what I'm doing. I'm just sharing, I'm just channeling, and whatever questions people have, I'm just answering. And that's how soul tribe comes. That's how community comes, by you putting yourself out there and allowing for community to arise, just like how, Muhammad, you came to the Mount Shasta retreat, or not retreat, the Mount Shasta Zoom call. When I was in Mount Shasta, that is soul family. And please know that when you are in connection, when you're on Zoom gatherings, on my Zoom gatherings, my events, know that you can reach out to anyone and everyone, because it's a sacred container. It's a sacred portal for soul family and soul tribe to cultivate their light again, to grow, to rediscover who they truly are, because we come from all different types of star planets. Earth is not our home, you guys. No, 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 no. If you even think for a slight second that this might not be my home, it definitely isn't. Because you came as a divine intervention to help humanity, to help all the other people of this lower vibration who are still of Earth, who need help of the assisting into the activation of the infinite self. Okay, the awakening and the ascension of what we're doing. So that is how you attract your soul family. Just be yourself. Get more, be more active into like Zoom calls, or if there's healing circles or ceremonies, virtual ceremonies, put yourself out there. There's so many communities being built right now by so many people that are all interconnected. That so many people, like I know people from this hub and then this hub and then this hub, and then we all interconnect. And that's how it begins. That's how we start to raise consciousness through community. So I hope that helped. Is there any difference between soul tribe and soul family? Okay, so soul tribe, this is just, terms that we use. And soul family is another term that we use. For me specifically, I believe a soul tribe is a community, a group of like-minded people. Basically, all light workers and starseeds is a soul tribe. But then to me, I have my soul family. There's galactic souls that I have had lives with, that I'm in connection with now. Doesn't mean I'm physically with them right now, but I know who they are, and that's soul family, because we've done mission work together. This person has been my mother. This person has been my father. This person I've done many missions with. This person we've done financial reset missions together with on other planet locations and things like that. And that's a beautiful thing, you guys. When you begin to understand, when you begin to go through your ascension, you begin to have this knowing of yourself, because no one will know you more than you. Because guess what? The lock and key is truly in your heart right here. No one knows you but you. No one knows your past lives. No one can unlock your DNA but you. Okay? So that is what the soul tribe is and what soul family is. Because you have soul family, but we are all a soul tribe, who've come down from our other planet locations, our galactic star homes, right? And we came here on mission to help planet Earth, to help the civilization of Earth, right? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Good, RO. I'm so glad that made sense for you. That really gives me so much joy when I'm able to help answer people's questions, especially about the spiritual awakening, because Sometimes it's my experience, and sometimes it's just spirit coming through, and it's like, okay, just you need to tell this person this, or words come up, and then I channel source, I channel my higher self. So that's why I love doing these Q&As and these interactive lives with people, because I know that there's so many questions that people have, but they don't know where to go. So again, you always want to use discernment when you're going through your spiritual journey. When someone tells you something, that doesn't always mean it's truth. That means, now here's a missing equation. The missing equation is you. You must use your discernment in your heart. R.O. said that makes a lot of sense. That means it resonates with his heart. If it doesn't make sense and it doesn't resonate, well, maybe that wasn't true for you in your evolution right now. If I can say things very high rise that many people will not understand, and so I have to say it in a level where people will. That doesn't mean I am misconstruing the truth. It just means I'm using different language for people to better understand, because everyone is on different levels of consciousness, right? So that brings me so much joy to know that I've helped, some people on their journey. So that is so cool. Oh my gosh, on my Instagram too, I'm going live. But if you're on my Instagram, you need to get to my YouTube, because that is where all the fun stuff is happening, and the comments are going down and it is popping in there. All right. Talk about how you shift. Well, how I shift truly is just, it's an ever growing process, and it's discipline, right? It's knowing the left and right, the masculine and feminine. And so here I am, this feminine being, but yet I have to do a lot of things. My masculine energy needs to kick in. I need to do this, I need to do that. By this time, I need to do this and that. And, I have myself on a schedule. So it's all about being the balance, all about being the balance. That is how I shift. I shift by following my manifestations, but also being able to be aware of my ascension. What is it that I need to do now? What is it that I need to just chill and relax? What is it that I need to do for myself? Things like that. Yes. Let's see. All right. Okay, so there's just two more things that I wanted to share is with cryptocurrency and my beautiful, beautiful live announcement, my secret that I've been waiting to share with you guys. But cryptocurrency, you guys know I've been doing this since July, August. Been doing some cryptocurrency, but you guys know that cryptocurrency is booming, or maybe you guys don't know, right? And I really like to just help people understand cryptocurrency in a way of like, cryptocurrency is here to stay, just like the internet is here to stay, just like Facebook, all that stuff, these things that we didn't think were here and would be big, but they are. And so cryptocurrency is another huge thing, you guys. Cryptocurrency is a digital currency. And just like we have money, we have paper money, we have the US dollar, Canadian dollar, all that stuff, that's fiat currency. Then we have got cryptocurrency. Okay, cryptocurrency is digital currency. Digital currency means, again, it's different coins, different currencies, but they can be used anywhere on planet Earth. And some of them are decentralized. And the way that I utilize cryptocurrency is through a decentralized blockchain. And this decentralized blockchain has been making me thousands and thousands, you guys. Lots and lots of money, more money than I've ever made in my life before. Truly, I haven't been doing this for less than half a year, and I've made almost half $100,000. And so I can't imagine me doing it in a year and how much money I'll make then. But again, it's not about the money. It's about the freedom, and it's about the abundance that it brings, okay? But cryptocurrency, okay, has shifted my life completely, because you guys know how I have this specific dream, what I want to manifest, this healing centers, these 100 acres of this land. Well, cryptocurrency is helping me to make that come to fruition this year, because I utilize cryptocurrency in a decentralized manner on the blockchain through a crowdfunding platform. Meaning, when I do cryptocurrency and I get funds, those funds are for my dreams, right? And I get to share with people what I'm doing. But when people contribute to my dream on my crowdfunding platform, they don't just get to contribute to my dream. They get to now open up an abundance portal for their dreams, their crowdfunding platform. And so I will for sure be going live all this month and all of this season to help people better understand how you can utilize cryptocurrency in your everyday life. Anyone and everyone, even your grandmama. Your grandmama and your granddaddy can also be getting on this cryptocurrency too, as long as they're watching my lives and doing their research and starting to understand and gain confidence of what this new earth has to offer us. Truly, you guys, cryptocurrency, this digital currency is huge. Okay, you guys know I'm a star seed, but as a star seed, I am here to help shift and bring the redistribution of wealth back to humanity. Okay, we have been ruled by a 1%, and it is time for the 99 to get back the wealth that we all deserve, right? And so there's a lot of spirit team that I'm working with along with this journey and this mission. But truly also, cryptocurrency is a huge one that is part of me sharing my mission and helping people shift their lives too. You know, this dream that I have of my healing centers, I put a timeline on it in maybe 5 years, you know. I'm able to do this now this year. I'm able to now create and manifest my dreams this year because of this right there, cryptocurrency. Because guess what? That's part of my divine blueprint. That's part of my alignment, you guys. I'm aligned with my divine blueprint. Literally, I went on a live one time, I said the word crypto and 10 people start coming. And that's not everyone. It just is because I'm in alignment with my divine blueprint. But how would I get there, you know, unless I started to navigate my own waters into my awakening, into my ascension. And then when I got to a certain place in my ascension, you know, when I got to Montana, when I got to reconnect with the soul sister, cryptocurrency came up, and my soul team, my guides were like, need to get on that. And I was like, all right, whatever it is, I'll do. And boom, I blew it out the water just like that, literally in a week's time. Literally started working for me in a week's time, you guys. And so now I'm able to be able to create content. I'm able to do these things. And then that leads me to this cryptocurrency. It leads me to now be able to have the time and energy and to put everything of my time and focus into the launching of my Starseed Mystery School. So I am finally launching, you guys. The Mystery School is here. The Starseed Mystery School will be launching spring of this year, and I'm so excited. My spirit team, my higher self, source, mother, father have all confirmed with me that it is time to go ahead and create and open up the Starseed Mystery School to help humans evolve and transform into their most infinite and highest self, you guys. So more information about the Starseed Mystery School will be here, but I just wanted to share with you guys this beautiful, beautiful information that I wanted to really broadcast to my community and let you guys all know that this is something that has been so dear to me, and honestly one of the biggest life accomplishments literally thus far. That I am embarking on this journey. So I can't wait to share more of this information with you with my Starseed Mystery School. You know, as my business has expanded, I have people on my team to help me with helping with the traction that's being built, helping with the expansion being built, so I can create the Starseed Mystery School, so I can put all of my time and energy into creating this, because this is something I've always wanted. Ever since I shifted from the flower jasmine to the Starseed Mystery School, I always knew. I was like, whoa, maybe in a couple years I'll start the Starseed Mystery School. But boom, in just a year's time, here I am today, launching in spring of this year, the Starseed Mystery School. So you guys, please stay tuned for all of that. There's going to be lots and lots of potent things coming for sure. I have lots of teachings and sharings to share with you guys, through Saint Germain, through a lot of my spirit team, a lot of the spirit guides that I've worked with for many years. I'm now stepping forward and I'm able to share and disclose all of the information that has been given to me, that I've been like holding on to for so long, because my team was just saying, it's not time yet. It's almost time. Your time will be here, but now here it is. And so I'm super excited. I'm honestly beyond grateful to be in this position of where I'm at, in my business, in my life, in my abundance, in my manifestations, in my school. Oh, it's all amazing. So thank you guys so much for tuning in here. Y'all are gonna make me cry. But before I end this live, you guys, I said that I was going to do a little starseed oracle reading. So let's check this out. Beautiful, amazing things for 2021. Absolutely. I can agree on that. We're evolving into smarter, stronger humans. Absolutely, you guys. Okay, so how we are going to end the live. Let's see. I'm gonna pull some cards. But before I do that, I'm gonna play a little bit of music. I love playing music while I pull cards. Okay. So this deck is my favorite deck. The Starseed Oracle deck. Woo! Because we are launching the Starseed Mystery School, so why not pull from the Starseed Oracle deck? Woo! Yay! I love you guys so much. Honestly, if it wasn't for community and the Lightworkers and Starseed community, I wouldn't be like building the traction that I'm building and being in the direction that I'm going. So I thank you all so much. So much. Let's pull some cards. All right. What do we need here? What does the Starseeds need here? Ooh, yes. Big picture thinking. Pleiades energy. Visionary. Inspired ideas. Woo! Okay, you guys. This is super, super, super powerful. You want to know why? Because everything that we were talking about was this manifestation portal, right? The whole live, basically, in this 2021 New Year live with me, we have been talking about the manifestation portal. So what this means, Starseed, the Starseed Collective is telling us that we need to really dream big picture thinking. Tap into the Pleiades energy, okay? The Pleiades energy is going to help you with manifestation, help you into connecting those dots, help you into what is step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 for these manifestations to occur. Very important to begin to get those creations down on paper and to begin to channel the higher self, channel the heart, channel the Pleiades. If they connect with you, this is a star family that is here that invites and initiates itself to you, Starseed. It really wants you to connect with this Pleiades energy, the planet, the intelligence, because this intelligence will help you figure out and become more clear with what it is that you are here to manifest, what it is your purpose is, and what is specifically your dream, because it is all connected, dear one. Wow. And it's even talking, look it through the lights. That is insane. I love that so much. I'm going to show my Instagram following. Literally, it's speaking through the light codes. Like you can see the shift in its energy. Can you see that? Wow. So that is huge, you guys. That is a huge, huge message. The Star Seed Oracle deck. We tapped into the Star Seed Collective, and the Star Seed Collective told us big picture thinking. Begin to tap into that and connect to the Pleiades. The Pleiades star family is initiating themselves to us, okay? I love you guys so much. So much. Thank you guys all for tuning into this live. And remember, if you have any questions at all about crypto or about my spiritual healings, or if you would like a card reading, you guys know you have my link tree. My link tree is on my YouTube. And follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. It is all Starseed Mystery School. And I can't wait to see you guys on my live again. I love interacting. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach to my DMs. Anything. I am here to help. We are all in this together. I am not just a spiritual healer. I am a sister to you and to your awakening and for you to ascend, because it's all about doing this together as a community. Okay? Redistribution happens with the contribution of all. So I love you all and have a good night. Bye, everyone.